Young Life is a group of caring adults who want to go into the world of adolescence, enter their culture, and bring a message of hope and truth and life in a way that kids can understand. We believe that kids are dying to be loved, and we want to bring that love to them in a way that they can understand.
It's just a great place.
Wildlife to me is a fun time just to hang out with friends, but also get close with God.
Young Life to me is basically just a big family.
It's like a giant brotherhood.
I think of them as my brothers and sisters. Young Life is kind of a judge-free zone.
You can tell that they're like your true friends because no one is judging you for what you've been through or whatnot, and they're just there to help you, and that's what Young Life is to me.
Kids in Forsyth County are much like high school kids and middle school kids all over the United States. They're dying to be loved. They want to spend time with their friends. They are looking for life and significance in sports and in their getting good grades, in what they might accomplish.
The hope is that we get to catch them and share the hope of Jesus before they're in the mess of life and they're in the difficulty of already making those choices that can give them a future that they don't want and that we don't want for them.
At the end of the day, many times they have it all together on the outside and yet are dying and hurting on the inside with a great feeling of hopelessness. Our volunteer leaders are the heart and soul of our mission here in Young Life. We have over 40 volunteers, and these guys sacrifice time and energy to go to games and practices and wherever kids are to be with them, to build relationships with kids that would never darken the door of the church.
Jessie B. She's the best. Like, I would not replace her ever in my life because, like, I don't know where I would be without her sometimes. I love her to death.
I love Greg. Greg is awesome. He's probably my best friend. He's my role model too. Grace is also another one in Smills. They're awesome. They're awesome people.
I met you. I've always known who you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to Old Town.
Yeah, back to Old Town. I met her at Old Town. Like, I didn't really know you, but I saw you all the time. I thought you were gorgeous. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, you're beautiful. Still are.
Hey, you're beautiful.
Awesome people, just all around, fun to hang out with, so joyful, so godly, and it's just never an awkward moment with them. They make fun things, and they're awesome.
The Young Life Committee is an awesome group of folks that undergird the ministry through prayer, financial support, support with our staff and our leaders, sort of public relations and networking in the community. We like to think of them as our roots of the Young Life tree. And currently we have an incredible group of committee members comprised of parents, married folks, single folks, retired folks, young folks, all with the common goal and purpose to do whatever it takes to get kids face to face with Jesus. They might be a little too old to go to the high school or the middle school, but they care just as much about kids as anyone else in the mission. Young Life Club is sometimes called organized chaos.
And middle school students laugh real hard and they run around and scream. We literally have a game called Run and Scream, and they love it and we love it.
Imagine a large group of kids from one high school coming together in someone's house or at a rec center or at a church and singing songs and doing skits. And imagine their Young Life leaders being up front, putting on this great event, wearing costumes and doing skits to make their high school friends laugh. And then at the end, the very best part is that a Young Life leader who has earned the trust of their friends, the kids in the audience, sharing part of the message of the proclamation of the gospel, sharing the love and the truth and the hope that is found in Jesus.
One word, it's awesome.
Young Life Club is basically like the highlight of the week.
My favorite part about Wildlife is how, yes, we're we're Christians and we're classified as a Christian group that meets and we love Jesus, but it's not about that. It's about just being fun and goofy, and you get to love Jesus the way you want to.
It's the best experience of your every Monday. Like, if you don't go to clubs and I don't know, you just, if you don't go, you're gonna miss something wonderful. You not going, you can miss what God really wants for you.
Young Life campaigners. Imagine a group of kids who wants to go deeper and wants to look at the Bible with their Young Life leader. And so weekly, Young Life leaders all over the county get together and spend time looking deeply at the Scripture, talking about what it means to follow Jesus and what it means to be a disciple of His and what it means to have a vision for sharing Christ with your friends.
The bond that we would just make, just chilling, talking about God, and just makes you feel good about the guys you surround yourself with, and makes you just love everyone.
And Young Life Camp maybe would be Young Life at its finest. Imagine a whole group of kids going to a far out place in Colorado or Virginia or other Young Life resort locations, and they are resorts for high school and middle school kids, trust me, and spending what we call the best week of their lives.
My favorite part of camp is honestly the speaker, because it's awesome to hear people relate to you so much and get on your level, and he actually feels like he's talking to you.
It was so free, and you just got to do what you wanted, but then you got to have cabin time, which is when your whole cabin comes together and you just discuss topics about club, which is also same thing as club here, and you just have a lot of fun.
It was definitely the best week of my life. If I could relive that week, I would do it over and over and over again.
This past year, in case you're wondering, we took about 110 kids to Colorado for an amazing trip. We took kids to Virginia, to Rockbridge for Wildlife Middle School Camp, and also for Young Lives. At the beginning of October, in fact, we actually took over 450 high school kids and leaders, the most we've ever taken, to Young Life's Windy Gap Resort, a camp located right outside of Asheville in Weaverville, North Carolina. And it was an unforgettable weekend for so many kids who experienced the love of Jesus and the hope found in the love of Jesus with their Young Life leaders and their friends. Young Life has a presence in 8 high schools and 4 middle schools. And we also have an awesome sort of special ops ministry to moms with babies, teenage moms with babies, called Young Lives.
Right now, we are in contact, or have been in contact with about 31 teen moms. Typically on a normal Tuesday night, we this year have been having around 9 to 12 girls show up to events. And throughout the week, a lot of the mentors will meet with their girls one-on-one as well.
We also have recently launched and sent out Davie County Young Life, which we are so excited about. The vision of Young Life in Forsyth County in many ways will always be to reach every kid with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Our hope and our desire is to do whatever it takes to get kids face to face with Jesus. We've been doing that for over 50 years. We've impacted, we believe, about 2,300 kids this past school year. And our desire this coming year is to do much the same, to impact every kid, to never be satisfied until every kid is reached.
And we have great dreams about what wildlife can be in Forsyth County. We want teams of leaders of high school and adult kids to be around all of the middle schools in the county, and that's our hope. And we're growing and moving in that direction, and it's exciting to see what the Lord is doing. That wildlife's been around for 4 years, and we have hundreds of middle schoolers coming each week. We have hundreds of middle schoolers that are coming to camp and that are coming back, stepping into camp dead and coming back from camp alive. That's a really cool thing that is happening in a very short period of time. And so the Lord is on the move in the middle schools, and lives are being changed, which is really neat.
Specifically, we'd also like to see our Young Lives ministry to teenage moms grow. Now that we have hired a staff person, we're hoping that that ministry will continue to grow to its fullest.
We really just want to show these girls that they are loved and they're worth it and they're valuable. We just want to show them the love of Christ and how special they are, and we want them to know that Jesus is offering them a full, abundant life where it doesn't matter what has happened to them in the past, that they can have the hope that He gives and offers freely.
We also would like to continue to keep an eye on the counties that are surrounding us, Stokes, Yadkin, and Davidson, that do not have Young Life. And we would hope and pray that sometime in the future we would be able to send teams there to begin ministry so that every kid, not only in Forsyth County, but also in the county surrounding us, would have a chance to hear the good news of Jesus. At the end of the day, the heart and soul of Young Life is explained best in the New Testament when Paul says in 1 Thessalonians 2:8, "We delighted to share with you not only the gospel of God, but our very lives as well, because you had become so dear to us." And our desire and our dream in Young Life is to love kids in that same way, to bring hope to places where there is no hope, to reach every kid, one kid at a time.